Welcome back, everybody. Well, our next guest isn't happy with Senator Reid's comments at all. Both she and her husband are self-employed, and they chose to sign up for one of those platinum plans through the federal exchange. And once their new plan was confirmed, they dropped their old insurance, and everything appeared to be A-OK. But when their son was injured, he needed medical attention. A pharmacist at the time said that she and her husband were covered by the insurance plan, but their children were not. Of course, that was a shock to this family, and the bureaucratic red tape did not end there. Samantha Peace is joining us now live from Lincoln, Nebraska, with more on her story. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's a very difficult situation for you and your family, but I do appreciate you coming forward and sharing your story with us, because your story is indeed real. You and others around this country are having some real problems with Obamacare, and you and your husband once had that private insurance, but when you began your own business, you decided to look into Obamacare, and that's when you found yourself in that bureaucratic maze. You really had no idea that your kids apparently didn't qualify, and had no idea that they were not covered by Obamacare until your son injured himself.
Correct.
So what happened as a result of that? I mean, you had to automatically try and go back to the enrollment process, and you were told, though, that your kids were qualified to go on Medicaid, but your family doesn't need government assistance. So how did that work out?
Correct. Well, it turns out that it was a glitch in the system, somehow, that our children got thrown into Medicaid, and I have actually tried to reapply several different times, trying to get my kids included, and they were still kicked off. So I've tried talking to congressmen, senators, the White House, reaching out to them, and they've reached out to me, but no one seems to know how to fix the problem. And I actually had a congressional inquiry done on my behalf, and I have someone who is still currently trying to solve my problem.
I know, because it's not resolved yet, and your kids, you have to take another private insurance, go to a private insurance company to get coverage for your kids until you can work this out. You know, basically, Harry Reid is calling you and others who have come forward with your personal stories liars. Are you outraged by this?
Yeah, I'm completely outraged. It's absolutely ridiculous. I actually called his office yesterday and told him my name, my phone number, my email address, and told him that I had complete documentation of everything that I've been through. And I also would like to invite him to my home if he would like to come and help me place all these phone calls and emails to the people that I need to still contact, because I was told by Health and Human Services that I need to reapply and figure out how to solve the situation.
A very tough situation indeed. Interesting to note, though, right, that the folks, including the president, who said if you like your plan, your doctors, you could keep them, they were outed as liars, since they were obviously not telling the truth at the time for the thousands of people. And now these folks are trying to blame the victims, who are going public with their stories, saying all of you are being less than honest. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It absolutely is, and it actually is scary. I was watching the news this morning, and Jay Carney was saying that people weren't telling the truth, and I have documentation of everything that I have gone through, and it's been since January that my children are not covered, and they're still not covered.
Wow.
So
well,
it'll be interesting to find out how the problem is solved.
Well, we wish you all the best. Keep us posted on what happens, and good luck to all of you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.